What's going on, YouTubers? This is freestyle artist Danny L, and you're watching Carry Danny 23 channel. Yes, sir. I'm here at Walmart, at the Brooklyn Walmart here in Connecticut, where I work at, and it's snowing like crazy. I think it's probably another snowstorm or something. Look at that. It's crazy. Well, I'm gonna talk about some music here. If you're listening into the background in my radio here, I'm listening to the Fugees, The Score, which I'm gonna talk about it in a few minutes, but first I'm gonna show you guys what I bought. And I'm at my lunch break. I'm at my 1 hour lunch break. Pretty much of a mess here, but I'm gonna show you what I got here. First, I'm gonna show you some DVDs. I'm in that wrestling kick, and since it's $5 each at Walmart, I got myself these two DVDs, which was a good deal for $5 each. I got the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the definitive collection, and Bret the Hitman Hart. And I'm pretty sure this is basically either a documentary or it's a compilation of one of his greatest matches. I'm not too sure, but I'm a huge fan of Bret the Hitman Hart from my childhood days, and you know, he was and he will be. You know, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. You know, hands down, he was one of the best from the 90s, from the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s era, until the Attitude Era took over, and well, you know, he had to move to WCW prior to the problems with the WWE and the screw job that Vince McMahon did back in Canada. I think it was in the Survivor Series matchup with Shawn Michaels. It's Shawn Michaels match that basically got him screwed, but I'm not too sure. I think it was in the Survivor Series, as far as I know. But you know, for $5, it's not bad. You know, my favorite wrestler. And of course, without a doubt, one of the greatest. You know, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. So, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the best wrestler of the 80s, without a shadow of a doubt, 16 times world heavyweight champion. You know, that's unprecedented. This man has accomplished so much in the wrestling business. You know. And back then, I wasn't a huge fan of Ric Flair, but hands down, he is as even better than Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan had so much hype because of the popularity of his image and basically everything that he accomplished and stuff like that. But he is nothing compared to Nature Boy Ric Flair. So, you know, props to this guy. You know, this guy, two-time Hall of Famer. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hulk Hogan will get his, you know, his second Hall of Fame, because he really did make history when he made the NWO thing. But that's something that I don't know when will we see. But yeah, you know, got this one as well. I'm not too sure if this is a documentary or a compilation of matches, but for $5, not a bad deal. And I always wanted to listen to this CD. I bought this CD for $10, not bad. I've been hearing so much about this band, and I never had the chance to listen. But I think, as far as I know, I'm not too sure, but these were the first bands that really brought in the heavy metal music genre into the Christian world. I'm not too sure if I'm wrong, if I'm right or wrong. I'm gonna have to do some research, but I am very much into listening to this band to see how they are, because they are very popular, one of the biggest bands back in its day, and I think they're pretty much big still to this day in the Christian community, and that's Striper. Isaiah 53:5. You know, I really dig the whole heavy metal and Christian music. I mean, out of respect to the vinyl community, out of respect to music lovers, you know, I really dislike the whole thing with, satanic lyrics into music. I mean, that's basically why I'm not much of a heavy metal fan in the secular. I mean, there are heavy metal bands in the secular that I really like, that doesn't have, satanic meanings and satanic lyrics and stuff like that, but, I like my music to be positive, if I'm a singer, I wanna throw in, positivity to the listener, because, people, the listeners, the music lovers, they once they listen to a song, they live through it, and if you put in a negative vibe into it, that's not good. But, Striper, I'm going to give it a try, and later on I'm going to give a review of this music. Heavy metal fans, I mean, if you're not into the Christian style of heavy metal and all that stuff, that's fine, props and respect to all you guys, but if you haven't heard any Christian metal, I mean, I've heard a couple of Christian metals, but I've never heard Striper. But you want to hear some good positive music, give Striper a try, or do some research for Christian metal. You won't be disappointed. You can find pretty good music into it, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is what I bought, the DVDs and the CD, pretty good deal. But yeah, but right now I'm gonna give a kind of like a short review, maybe an opinion of this music that I'm listening to, Fugees, The Score. I've never heard this CD before. I never heard this record. The only thing that I've heard from this song, from this album, from the band or whatever, is on two songs, which is Ready or Not, right there, if you can see it, and Killing Me Softly with his song. Those are two of the greatest songs I've ever heard from this group, Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean, and stuff like that. I bought this for $5 at Walmart, at North Windham Walmart, and I was like, it's the edited version, because Walmart, I really don't know why Walmart doesn't sell original albums. They always have to get the edited versions. I mean, if they can sell rated R films, I mean, why can't they sell original albums? I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll sell more than the edited versions. But, that's Walmart, that's how it is at Walmart. But, coming from an edited album version, it's not that bad. I don't think there's any too much swearing in this album, and believe me, I do not like rap music that has so much swearing and so much nonsense and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love this. I really love this album. If I can find it on vinyl, I'll be a happy camper, And this music, the music, the whole album here, it's what really, for my opinion, it's what hip hop is all about. I really dislike the hip hop music of today. Because lyrically everything changed. The lifestyle of hip hop is completely different. It's not like it was back in the early days, in the early years of hip hop. And stuff like that. And that's why when it comes to hip hop, I stick to retro. I stick to old school. I don't buy music from the 2000 and up. I buy basically hip hop albums from its beginning, late 70s towards the 90s. Those were the best years of hip hop. Late 70s, 80s, and 90s. Those were the best years. And it's one of my all-time favorite genres, hip hop, the old school hip hop. And this album is, I really love it. I really love this album. And this album, I consider this a classic, and I'm pretty sure everybody would agree with me. This is a tremendous album. I would love to get this on vinyl. I can't find this on vinyl yet because I shop around at Willimantic Records and they don't have too much of a hip hop selections. I do buy a couple of hip hop selections that they have, which I will show you one of my vinyl collections later on. Not only that, I will show you a couple of CD collections that I got. Nothing much, nothing fancy, but just a few things that I got from local Christian store, and as well as thrift stores and stuff like that I usually buy. But I'm trying to get my vinyl collecting going, and I stick to different genres. I'm not just a particular genre. I love different styles of genres, from hip hop, rock, pop, EDM, dance music, rock and roll, a little bit of country. Not much. I'm not much of a country fan, but a little bit of country here and there. Blues, my all-time favorite genre, the blues, R&B, jazz, anything within black music, I'm there. Like disco, funk, any kind of genres, and especially Spanish as well, salsa and all the other Latin music. I collect all those. I love music. Music has always been my inspiration, and it inspires me to become a good writer, to understand the structures of songwriting and storytelling and stuff like that, which I'm trying to improve little by little, and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure pretty soon I will show you a couple of my collections, and we'll go from there. And I forgot, I also collect Laserdisc. So yeah, that will be, I'll show you my Laserdisc collection. I don't have a Laserdisc player yet, which I am trying to look for one. But yeah, I will show you some of my Laserdisc collection as well. But yeah, this is a short review of how I think of this album. This album is great. Love the music, love the hip hop. These guys are very creative. I love the lyrics. They bring knowledge into their lyrics, to influence, to give good influences to the listener and stuff like that, which is something that I really love. It reminds me of KRS-One. KRS-One is very knowledgeable when it comes to music, and yeah, classic album. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna be putting it short to 15 minutes. But yeah, I'm on my break. I'm gonna punch back in a few. So that's basically it for now. Hope you guys are safe. If it's snowing out there, hopefully you guys can drive safely. God bless you all. Take care. And until next time.